Welcome to the Lion's Den. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo,
What up?
what it do?
Ooh, came in a little hot there. I heard myself in the headphones.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah. It's
Too
all
excited.
Good. It's all good. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lion's Den podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eric, aka Money Compton, and I got my co-host, Mike O, aka Mike. What it do?
What's going down?
What it do, man? What's going on? So we're still in quarantine life. It is what it is. Heading into the summer. I'll be out there. Yo, maybe next week, maybe we could do like a live show
in person.
Like in person.
Oh, snap. I got two mics, too. We can do it.
I think we need to do it, yeah. So, still in quarantine season. It is what it is. Trying to make the most out of it. Mike, you brought up a good topic the other day, and I was like, didn't really think about it. So you were talking about, you asked me if I had seen all the Star Wars movies, and I was like, where is this conversation leading to? And so I was like, yeah, of course I've seen all 9 of the Star Wars movies. So
yeah,
to be honest with you, actually, I didn't tell you this, actually. I'll tell you this since we're on wax right now on the podcast, that that was one of the first like sets of movies that I watched during quarantine season. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to, because I actually seen all of them, but I never saw episode 3 from start to finish. Like I always saw it like in chunks.
Yeah.
To complete the whole movie, and I just never really watched episode 2. So I said, this is the first like set of movies I'll watch in chronological order to just part of quarantine season. So I actually did watch episode 2 and 3 in its entirety, and so I completed all 9 movies of the Skywalker saga. So you asked me the question of what was the best movie for me?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say Empire Strikes Back, bro.
That's your favorite one? Man,
yeah.
Okay. So, I never was into Star Wars before. I never watched any of them in its entirety, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So, it was random. Quarantine started, and then Disney Plus came about, and I watched the newer ones first. So, so when I was a kid, I watched episode. Okay, we're going in chronological order. I watched episode 1, 2, and 3, right? 4, 5, 6, I always knew about, but I never really watched them, right? I never really was into it like that. And then 7, 8, 9 came out, and, not really caring about Star Wars that much. I just didn't watch it when it came out. Mm-hmm. But then Disney Plus comes, I'm like, hey, let's see what's up on here. And I was like, let's try out the new Star Wars. And episode 7 was pretty dope. Episode 8, no comment. And then episode 9 that was just recently put on Disney Plus is like, it's crazy. So so after we watched those, I'm like, you know what? Let's watch it all in chronological order, starting with episode 1.
Yep.
And so we did that, and that's why I asked you, because I'm like, man, this is fun, man. Like watching episode for episode, like, because you're like, oh, I remember that dude. Oh, that dude's bad. Like it's fun. But then I guess before I didn't watch it that much. I wasn't that into it because there's so many characters. You gotta like really get to know all of them.
So many
I don't want to.
Subplots and stuff like that.
So you think you like Empire Strikes Back's your favorite episode, huh?
Empire Strikes Back. So episode 7, which was what?
Force Awakens.
A New Hope. Not Force Awakens.
A New Hope Part 2.
I didn't dislike it, but it was just too. Yeah. So I didn't dislike it. It was just too many doggone characters for me. It was just, you got Rey, Finn,
Kylo,
the little Kylo. It was just too much going on. Yeah, Kylo Ren. Yeah, it was too many people just going on. You still had Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia comes out. Like, it's just too many damn characters to even just keep track on episode 7. So I didn't dislike it, but it was just a lot going on. Episode 8, which was The Rise of Skywalker. No, it's not Rise of Skywalker.
No, The Rise of Skywalker is 9. 9. That one was like The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. That was cool.
One. I hated that one.
I didn't hate it. It took too long for Rey to get her life together.
It wasn't even that man. Like Luke, man. Luke pissed me off, bro. Like the whole time she's chasing after Luke. I'm like, Luke, man. Hey, man up, man up, homie. What are you doing? Yeah, because
Luke was he was pretty bootsy.
But he's always been like that. Yeah. Like now that I've watched all of them, like I noticed, like even in your favorite one, Empire Strikes Back, even like New Hope, he kind of comes off kind of cringe. I think it's on purpose. Like he kind of like.
Well, the reason why, not to cut you off, the reason why I like Empire Strikes Back is because he basically took an L. Like, he went against what Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi was saying, like, bro, like, your friends are just going to have to suffer for a little while, but your greater cause right now is to stay here and get trained in your final regimen of being a Jedi Master. And Luke was like, I'll come back. And next thing you know, he walking around with a little club on his hand.
He's
missing his hand. He's missing his hand. So I like it because they kind of, it kind of it was like the first ever movie where the good guy doesn't win. We think about Infinity War and Avengers Infinity War, where Thanos beats everyone to a bloody pulp and wipes out half the world. Yeah. So this was actually like the first movie where the superhero really doesn't win, and Darth Vader, takes him to school and beats him up. So that's the main reason why I kind of like it, because it was like the first movie where evil actually wins, but ultimately, we see what ends up happening. So
I was really into episode 1, man. Phantom of the Menace. I forgot how dope that one was.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
Here's why I think it's dope. I
saw it at MC 1000 actually. That was like the first movie I saw at MC 1000. Yeah.
On Van Ness.
Yes.
In San Francisco. Yeah. So I like that one. I don't know. It's just a lot of different aspects to it. It's Darth Vader when he was a kid, man. It's telling that story. There's race scenes. There's a battle. There's against Darth Maul. I love the way when Darth Maul, when they first showed him with the double freaking sided lightsaber, bro.
Yeah, facts, bro.
But the thing is, he got murked so quick. Like that's the only thing I didn't like.
Went to work on him.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just had everything to it. Like it showed Obi-Wan. He's well. First of all, Obi-Wan is like getting trained by, I forgot his name, whatever his name is. Qui-Gon Jinn. AKA Take. I didn't realize, man, that's the same actor in Taken, dude. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I was watching it and we're like, hey, that's the Taken dude. I will find
Liam Neeson.
Liam.
He was also Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins.
Really?
Yes.
Dang, man. I just, every time I see him, I just think of Taken, so I never really associate him with
Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins. Yeah, he was in Batman Begins.
I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
League of Shadows.
But yeah, man. Yeah, that's
what trained Batman.
Yeah, but he gets Darth Maul gets him though, and then it's like, I don't know, it's just so many different aspects. I like Phantom of the Menace. Like, I don't know, I guess
I didn't like Clone Wars. I didn't
really get into that one too much. I need to get back into it. But I guess here we'll end it at this. Like, in terms of all the Star Wars, what are your top 3? There's 9 episodes, so we don't have to go what's our least favorite. What are top 3? What's your favorite? What's your most enjoyable? I know you said Empire Strikes Back as one. So.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, and then probably episode 9.
Dude, yeah. You know what? I'm kind of in the same boat, except for me, episode 1 is my favorite probably, and then Revenge of the Sith, and then episode 9, because some people didn't like episode 9, the Rise of Skywalker. It was kind
of many, like there was a couple of little like questionable areas.
It's war, that's why it's like a war movie, but Star Wars.
It was some questionable things to this day where I still don't really understand.
Just fun though. It was a fun movie.
It was a good movie. I saw that actually premiere night. I just landed in San Francisco, went to go see it in Tanforan, and didn't realize that it was like not reclining seats. And I was dead smack in the middle of the theater, that came out around Christmas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I don't know what was up with that theater, but it was Johnny Blaze, and I was in that theater like sweating my ass off. At
Tanforan?
At Tanforan, it was cold as I don't know what outside, but in that movie theater, I was like just in fuego in there.
It's wintertime, man. They had the heater on.
Right, in fuego. Not to mention the movie started at like 10:20. It was an 8 o'clock show, like 8:30 premiere night or something like that. So I didn't leave out of Tanforan until like 11:30 midnight ish. But yeah, it was a grueling tour. Like it wasn't an enjoyable like movie to watch because you're like I don't know if you've been in the movie theaters where like the seats recline now, but you're so much spread out now. But like I forgot like how crunched in you are in some of these seats that don't have the reclining seats. So I was like, so you're kind of like this, and it's just Johnny Blaze in there, and it was
probably hell of people were there too.
Dummy people, bro. Yeah. Dummy people.
So you got the heater and you got the body heat.
Yeah, bro. It was pretty miserable, and you're like dead smack. I was dead smack in the middle, so like you can't even use the bathroom because you're going to inconvene everybody. So it was just bad. Yeah. So I think I need to run that back, but it was a great movie. You're right. Great
it's just
movie.
Fun. Like I know like some like fanatics, they're like, and I'm not really a fanatic like that, so that's why I can look at it different. I'm just like, dude, it was just an enjoyable movie. Like it was just fun, man, all the way through.
Tomorrow, now that you said it.
Yeah, see, we went through. Right now, we're on episode. Well, we're doing it again, so we're watching episode 8 again.
Okay.
And then we're gonna watch the Rise of Skywalker to finish it.
Nice.
And then we'll hit up Mandalorian again. I kind of watched it on and off. I want to actually like put my focus and actually watch it all the way through season 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Clone Wars that you mentioned, I haven't really gotten into that. I tried to watch it and it's just can't really get with it. But I'm gonna maybe give it another shot. I'm giving everything another shot. I mean, what else are we gonna do right now? You know, might as well watch some stuff if we could.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. But yeah, so Star Wars, that was a good topic to talk about.
I mean, I feel
like everyone's seen it. I feel like everyone's got some type of grasp or seen something that has some type of knowledge about Star Wars. So it's always a cool topic to talk about. And, it's always about good versus evil, the rebels against the Empire. So,
so I mean,
I love Star Wars. Like,
me too.
I'm not a fanatic. Like, I'm like all like nerdy about it, but I'm definitely with it. Like, I like it. So it's not bad. So.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're on Last Jedi right now. So it'll be cool. That's the one where they're chasing Luke. So I mean, I'm like, the whole movie is chasing Luke. But you know what? Speaking of Last Jedi, man, did you see Last Ride?
I didn't watch any of that, bro.
I didn't either.
But apparently, there's been like I don't know how many episodes, but it's basically a documentary on the WWE.
A docu-series.
It's a docu-series. So here's my thing. I'm not really into all the extra content that the WWE Network has, like these Table for Threes. All these WWE 24 series about behind, like I don't give a damn about none of that, bro. Like I just want to see good matches. Like I don't want to hear about wrestlers' journey. Well, maybe to a certain extent I would, but I'm not watching all that kerfuffle on the WWE Network. Like that's not the reason why I pay my $9.99 a month. Yeah, do you realize I pay $120 a year for the WWE Network?
Yeah, I don't. And you know what's crazy about it though, like how they have all this content, right? How they have all these behind the scenes, bro. Back in the day when we were really into it, there was no behind the scenes, man. It was oh man, the Undertaker's coming. Oh man, I'm scared of death of this dude, man. You know, it was all of that, and like now it's like we get to see the man behind the gimmick. It's like
I'm not feeling that. Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, of course that's what it is. I mean, we're on social media, so that's. It's harder to make it believable, I guess, but at the same time,
I think so.
And I guess that's why they just said, you know what, screw it. Let's just do these docu-series or whatever. Let's do these shows to show that side. But I miss that, man. I miss the times where you can kind of just, just can be in love with the gimmick.
Surprise. Element of surprise and being swerved and whatnot. And I think Bobby Heenan said it a long time ago. Once when you pull the curtain back and you take the excitement out of wrestling, like you take the... That's the whole thing of wrestling is like you're looking for swerves. Like I don't care about documentaries, and I'm part of this other like group of people that are like wrestling fanatics, and like they always brag on me because I never watch these documentaries or I never listen to these podcasts, and I'm just like I don't want to listen to them because one, they're too long. Like I listened to a JR podcast that was legitimately 2.5 hours long, and the only reason why
some of 3.
And the only reason why I listened to that is because I needed something to kill time for me to drive from Las Vegas to San Francisco. That's the only reason why I listened to it. Yeah. And 2.5 hours on a podcast, like I know our show usually runs anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour tops. Yeah. Like you start losing people's attentions. And I'm not one of those type of people where I'll take a break off this podcast and get back to it. If I can't push through it in like an hour, you've already lost me. So if you're talking about a 2 to 2.5 hour podcast, like, no, bro, I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to 2 hours of podcasting about behind the scenes. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
So, but to answer your question, no, I didn't watch The Last Ride, but apparently this is one thing.
Last Ride.
It was literally the last ride, and apparently he said that he, meaning Mark Calloway, aka the Undertaker, legendary WWE wrestler for over 30 years now. 30 years, started in 1990.
Yeah, so nuts, man! How long he's been in it?
Oh yeah,
I mean, 90. You see him moving and stuff. You're like, dang, that's like 30 years of pro wrestling wear and tear.
So they said that he has nothing else to prove, and that this is it for him, and he's done. And
no John Cena match at WrestleMania.
yeah, so apparently he's not going to be. Well, he's retired from wrestling. So I guess I'd start with you, man. Like, I know you are somewhat of a wrestling junkie. What was possibly your most enjoyable WrestleMania moment with, or not WrestleMania? I'm not talking about Undertaker moment.
Undertaker?
Yeah, Mr. WrestleMania, the real Mr. WrestleMania.
Two
the dead
things.
man.
Yeah, two things kind of like highlights for me, or that were impactful that I remember. I mean, one was his like rivalry with Kane, right? They had the Inferno match when Kane first showed up and ripped that door off the cage, man. And then I was like, I always saw Undertaker as like a big tough dude, and then Kane stood next to him like, oh yo, he's bigger than him. Like, dang, that's nuts. And that rivalry, and it was fun. I mean, it was back and forth, right? They got together, then they were like enemies and whatever. So, but that whole time period, I like that. And then my Ministry of Darkness, bro. I love Taker with the Ministry of Darkness and the whole squad he had, and it was a very because at that time, I was all in, 100%. So I was actually scared, man. I was like, dang, man, this dude.
Yeah,
he's gonna possess me or something, and then put Stone Cold up on the crowd, on his logo.
Crowd. Yeah.
Man, it was So and then didn't he hang like Big Boss
the Big
Man
Boss Man at WrestleMania, something like that.
So much craziness.
Yeah, that's a little.
There.
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. So, those are great ones. Like, I completely forgot about the Ministry of Darkness. Like, like that was intense, bro. Like, it was like you thought, like, man, this dude's literally the devil. So you had that,
and the music, the theme music he had at that time was
pretty
sick,
spot on. Yeah. So a lot of people didn't like the American Badass gimmick. I actually liked it when he had the Kid Rock.
It was a good gimmick.
Judgment Day 2000, when he came in and just literally took out the corporation. That was one of my memorable ones.
That was cool. That was a good refresher, actually, on his character. Something different.
I didn't like Big Evil. I didn't really like Big Evil.
Yeah.
But the
American Badass, man.
Yeah, that was legit.
Yeah, I like that.
Mine's is probably the rivalry he had with Mankind, with like the Hell in a Cell matches, the Golden Brawls.
Yeah.
You had those. Those are just, I mean, when you think of Mankind falling off the Hell in a Cell, the second ever Hell in a Cell match. I mean, I thought he killed this man. Like, how do you just throw somebody off of a steel cage and there's just no ramifications? Like, no charges are being there's no charges on him. Like,
then he came back out though. I'm like, what the hell, man?
And then he chokeslammed him through the cell. Like, I mean, just chokeslammed him on thumbtacks. Like, just that match alone is just something that I'm just mind boggled. So I
watched that match at least 20 times now. I mean,
for sure, easily.
It's timeless.
Bro.
It's timeless episode.
It was like, where were you in this day in history? Like, you'll never forget where you were, and I'll never forget like just the conversations we had the next day at school or something like that. So that was just crazy. You had that. I would probably say another one would be a Buried Alive match with him against Mankind again. There was that one. Just his rivalry with Mankind, and then you also said like a great match that a lot of people sleep on is, I believe, SummerSlam of '98. Him against Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's a really, really good. He loses, but it was just a good hard hit. It's a good like back and forth match, and he ends up losing, but he ends up shaking Austin's hand and showing him respect. But it was a really, really good match, and Undertaker's just losing efforts. But man, I ain't gonna lie.
There's another one that comes to mind now. Didn't he fought Edge at WrestleMania, right? Was that?
Yeah, Edge? He did. Yeah, he did fight Edge.
Was it?
He fought Edge. He's fought Batista.
I think that Edge match is pretty good too.
It is. Yeah. And the Batista match wasn't that bad as well. He's got a couple of good WrestleMania matches.
Shawn Michaels.
The first one I heard.
Bro, I love those matches, both of them. I didn't like the Triple H one as much, but I like
the Triple H one more. Actually, Triple H Taker WrestleMania 17 is probably the best one.
Yeah.
That one's really good. So that's when he came out in the motorcycle and all of that stuff. So I don't know, something about that. They always say that's one of the best ever matches. Yeah. Taker versus Shawn Michaels one. I don't know. Like, they always say
emotionally it was like, I mean, they always got on.
Yeah,
he got on board with the story. Like,
yeah. I think it's because everyone says it's like the greatest WrestleMania match, but I can think of like 4 WrestleMania matches off the top of my head that are better than that. So I think when everyone says that's the greatest WrestleMania match, that's what turns me against. I'm like, not really. I can tell you about 4 different matches right now off rip that are better than that. I can think of Bret Hart versus Austin, the submission match. Yeah. Austin versus Michaels, that really kicked off the Attitude Era. Rock against Hogan, like that's a staple.
Yeah.
Probably Triple H Undertaker's at WrestleMania 17 is it's a slap. Like that match is a slapper, bro. Like you got to watch it. Yeah. I mean, those are 4 right there off the top of my head that I can just think of. Bret Hart against Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10 is another one that's a classic. So there's and Shawn Michaels against Razor Ramon, ladder match that same night. Like there's so many different matches I can just rattle off the top of my head where I think it's just better than that Shawn Michaels Undertaker 1 match. Like, and so that's my thing. Everyone says it's the greatest match ever, and I'm like, not really. So that's what turns me against it.
To me, it's up there, but I don't know. It's up there. It depends on your mood, really. Like what the best match is. I mean, you can never say what the best match is. It kind of depends on what you want to see.
Shawn Michaels against Ric Flair, his retirement match was
even that was real emotional.
Yeah, so that was even. Yeah, so.
But I don't know. I mean, see, the thing is, I think the Taker. I mean, just people that are fans of Taker, and then a lot of people are huge fans of Shawn Michaels. So just having them together in a match, probably alone, it's like some people may like have a little bias towards it if they are huge fans of both of them.
Yeah.
I just really liked all the spots in the match. It was a fun match. The pace was good. Storytelling was good.
That was almost like 10 years ago now, right?
Yeah, that's been a while.
Gotta be, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how long ago. I don't even know what year it is right now, man. I wish it was 2021.
2019 at this point, man.
No, because then we have to deal with 2020 again. I want it to be 2021.
Yeah, you read about that. Facts, bro. Facts. I mean, it's just been interesting. But yeah, it's just been an interesting year. But yeah, I think, a lot of people like Undertaker's possibly my favorite wrestler of all time. It's between him and Sting. So, that's literally a staple for my, but it's just either I'm feeling like, damn, I'm getting old now, bro. Like these people out there, idols, are just starting to slow down and take it easy. But honestly, I think Undertaker should have retired I don't even know why he lost to Brock, like why they put Brock over that night, but that undefeated WrestleMania streak, like once when that was over, that was a good enough reason for him to hang it up. And that was almost, what was that, WrestleMania 30? 30? So we're at WrestleMania 36. So that was 6 years ago. So yeah, he could have hung it up 6 years ago after he took that ass.
Could have. I mean, because the matches he's had after that, I mean, although they were good, it was like not.
No, I don't think about one good match he had since that Brock. Well, Roman Reigns was that was a bad L.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right, man. There's not really.
John Cena, that was a squash at Mania. The Goldberg match in Saudi Arabia.
No, don't even talk about that match.
Another Saudi Arabia match was with him, Shawn Michaels, and Kane, where Kane's mask fell out. That was bad.
Yeah, maybe he should have just hung it up. No, that's usually how it is, right? Usually, especially if there's if he's undefeated for something, and this situation is WrestleMania, once you take that L, you pass it on and you move on. That's kind of how it is. So I think a lot of people thought every year people are like, oh, is Taker going to retire? Like the way he retired now is kind of weird. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. Like if he lost to Brock and then was like, put the glove down, I'm like, whoa, he'll have his moment in the ring and stuff. He didn't really have a moment in the ring for his retirement. It's kind of always cool.
Because that stupid-ass Boneyard match that they had with AJ Styles.
Well, the only reason, they had that because, couldn't do anything else. I mean, they had no crowd. So it's just kind of weird, like, how the timing of the retirement is like, I don't know. It just felt super random. I mean, we didn't watch the docuseries. So I guess if you watch the docuseries and you're following it, I guess that's where it was pretty much hinted and announced, right? Yeah. So maybe, if you watch that, maybe it'd be a huge impact. But for me, it was just super random. Like, oh, he's done.
Yeah.
Dang, okay. Usually when someone's done, it's like a whole thing, give them time in the ring to think.
But no one's watching Raw either. So how can you really give this man his flowers?
Raw?
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
You know, I 100% agree with you. Like, I mean, no one watches wrestling right now. Like, wrestling is just dead right now. And then now you have all of these. I don't know if you heard like these weird sexual harassment at the workplace allegations and stuff like that. So, just wrestling is in a general sport right now. It's just been kind of dead. Like, no one's really watching wrestling. Ratings are just down. I mean, it's really hard to put on a quality. But I think if the WWE marketed it perfectly enough to say, hey, this Monday Night Raw episode is a tribute to the Undertaker, and this is his farewell match.
I tune in.
I would tune in. I would have tuned in,
even if it was just a show to like tribute, like it's like a whole show was just a tribute to Undertaker, showing highlights of his career.
People talking, and then
people talking about their experience with him, or hey, what favorite moment, things like that. Shoot, I would tune in because
I'd tune in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but I'm not.
And then him coming in at the end of the night, his final speech.
Bro, they should do something like that. They got him, man. 30-year career.
Yeah, that would have made more sense to me. Like, I would have tuned in. I would have tuned in to Raw for that.
Because didn't they announce that on Monday anyway? I mean, no, it was on Sunday.
It was on Sunday, yeah. I
guess.
So
it would have been perfect, man, if they did a Monday show as a follow up to that. That would have been dope.
I don't see why they couldn't do it. It just makes too much sense to me not for it to happen. So,
that's a missed opportunity.
I think so too. Not to mention, with the WWE, some developmental talent, they're out here testing positive for the Rona, so they had to scrap some of their.
Who got tested positive?
They didn't say. It was some person, like a developmental person who's just not getting into the WWE. Who could have been the Rock's daughter for all we know. I don't know, but just somebody who's not even in NXT, just someone who's like trying to get into NXT and was just like there in the Performance Center, starting their career as a professional wrestler kind of thing. So I think, it's too easy to go in the production truck and pull thousands of hours of the Undertaker's best matches and compile it into a 3-hour show and then save the last segment for Vince McMahon to come out and give his remarks or something like that. Even if he's doing it from a Skype video or something I think that's it's foolproof. Like, you're going to get people to come in, you're going to get people to tune in, you're going to get eyeballs to watch it, and you need ratings right now. So why not? Like, what harm?
And with the production team they have, I'm sure they can put something really good together.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they'll do it next week. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything.
That's a missed opportunity no matter what. You got someone like the Undertaker retiring, unless it's a freaking work. It might be a work.
Yeah, that's
it's probably a work, man.
I hope it's not.
Me too.
I hope it's not, but
every time I watch, granted, like, okay, I know you shit all over the AJ Styles match at WrestleMania. I
didn't dislike it. I think it was out of all of the WWE
format of it.
That was my favoriteest one out of all of them. I'm just not a fan of the cinematic matches. I've seen 4 or 5 of them now, and outside of that one, AEW got it right, and that wasn't even really a cinematic match, but you could tell it was taped. So they have that one. I've seen, well, maybe it's more than that because I feel like WWE has one like every month now.
I don't even know. That's literally the only one I've seen that they put together.
I didn't like the Firehouse Fun Fly Fire.
That one. It was kind of goofy, funny, but then after a while, I was like, damn, But it was like the intro, like the segments in the beginning. It was pretty funny. I thought it was funny, but then
I just don't like my intelligence insulted, and I feel like that's what a lot of these matches do. Like, bro.
It's WWE, man. World Wrestling Entertainment.
And sometimes they just, I don't know, they just got to do away with it. And
but to the point from that we were discussing earlier, back in the day, there was no behind the scenes. Everything was like serious. It was like, hey, man, this is real. Believe it. And then when you have goofy stuff like that, and it can trigger you. I can see how it can trigger you a little bit. Like, man, this is stupid. Why am I watching this?
I don't know if you saw Money in the Bank, but that was like I couldn't finish the whole match just because it was just too stupid. Like,
wasn't it in the corporate office or something like that?
Yeah. So they started at the bottom of the floor and they got all the way up to the
no, what?
And the men and women were fighting at the same time.
What?
It was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life.
Was there a ladder?
Yeah, at the top of them and on the
roof.
Yeah, they had there was a roof. There was a ring on the roof. There was a ring on the roof, and then you had to get on the ladder to get the brief. It was stupid. Like, I didn't find it funny at all. Like I said, like you said, when we're growing up watching the wrestling all of these years, and you see like the mystery of it, the surprise element, and then you see something stupid like that. It's just like, right, that ain't even funny. Like, even when we were kids, they had stupid, funny comedy spots, but it wasn't even like what it is now. Like, we have the hardcore Tartar. Like, that was supposed to be like the comedy spot where the people were just bashing each other in the head with steel chairs and stuff like that. And then you had, I mean, we're showing our age over here, but we have bra and panty matches and things like that where, that was a comedy spot. But even then, you still had people like comedy routines like The Godfather, Road Dogg, and Badass Billy Gunn. Like, you still had comedy spots, but it was still like kind of real, like not real, but of course it's not real, but there was some type of serious element to it. So when I see that, and then I see I don't know, let me just take Otis. I don't know if you even know who he is.
Otis, that chubby dude.
This dude won the Money in the Bank, bro.
Then he was like dating that dog girl, like, whatever.
Yeah, like, I can't take that serious. Like, it's funny or whatever, maybe cool, but it's not funny. Like, I don't find it hilarious at all. So,
maybe it's just, I mean, when, I don't know if it's, maybe we're just getting older, but maybe, I mean, but at the same time, like, Attitude Era is a different vibe, though. I mean, you gotta look at the vibe of it.
But it's not even really the Attitude Era. Like, if you want to take it a step further before the Attitude Era, like, you had Bret Hart, Kevin Nash, Razor Ramon, and stuff like that, before Attitude Era. It was
a little more serious, though.
Yeah, so but that was even still good. That wasn't bad. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Bra and Panty Man, I mean, that's Attitude Era. Like, it was goofy, but at the same time, it was like raw and like
Ruthless Aggression wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, Ruthless Aggression, yeah.
John
I don't know
Cena,
what
Randy
it is,
Orton.
man. It just seems like this present product. Maybe it's the way it's presented. It's just, I don't know.
All of the above, bro. Like, I can completely, I just can't get on board with, like, it's just, I'm not even I would say, like, I'm not a WWE fan. I'm not dedicated. My loyalty doesn't fall under one promotion. So I'm not pro AEW. I'm not pro WWE. Like, I just want to see good wrestling. Yeah. And I felt like the Undertaker for almost, I would say 25 years, he gave great matches. Like, you can't really say he was obviously there's crappy matches towards the end of his career, but if you go from, maybe before the loss against Brock Lesnar, before that, like, I can't think of a bad match that he had. Like, everything was pretty entertaining, pretty good. You have the element of surprise. Like, the guy was a great in-ring performer. He was doing things that I never saw. This dude was like 7 feet tall out here, climbing the freaking top rope across the ring,
balancing on the ropes. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this dude was super agile, flying and hitting people with flying clotheslines and things like that. So, you can't say that. Like, he was a great in-ring performer. Like, he was very entertaining, and I can't think of a bad match that he had. Like, I don't know. I don't know whoever's watching this podcast. Maybe they can chime in and ask us, give us their 2 cents. But I can't think of a bad match that he had. Like,
nope. And then the gimmick was awesome. I mean, he had a dope gimmick, and even Paul when Bear and even when he like changed it up, to your point, American Badass. I mean, even that gimmick was believable. Like, when he came out, I'm like, oh, that's Undertaker, but it wasn't like oh, what's he doing that for? It's like, oh man, this is sick. Like, it was a change, way different change, like in character, but he made it work.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. So with that being said, man, got to talk about the take, man. So we're still under lockdown, so we're still doing, things around the house, home improvements and stuff like that. So I guess this would be a good, like, consumer gripe or reviews. Let's do a couple of consumer reviews. So I got 2 reviews. So I go to IKEA the other day. So when I bought my house, actually, there was everyone always goes to IKEA. Like, come on now. Who doesn't go to IKEA when they move? Excuse me. So I went to IKEA, and like every IKEA store is the same exact setup. So if I go to the one here in Vegas, it's going to be the same one in, what is that, Emeryville? Is that in Emeryville?
There's one in Emeryville, yep.
Emeryville, that's the one I can think. And then I think there's one in
San Mateo or something.
San Mateo, something like that. So you go to any IKEA, it's the same exact setup. You walk in, up the stairs, the restaurants to the left.
With the cheap cinnamon rolls and hot dogs.
Their meatballs be smacking, though, bro.
Really? I never
meatballs
had that.
Be smacking, man. But the hot dogs are only like 75 cents or something like that. Like, it's dummy cheap. So they have this one section where they have these lamps, like lamps for your nightstands in your bedroom.
Yeah.
So they have these lamps that have Sonos speakers built into them. So I was like, oh, these are dope. This is back in January. I don't know why I didn't buy them, but they're like 180 a pop. So they're 180 a pop. Sonos speakers built into these. It almost looks like a home pod with a lamp, with a bulb, with like a little lamp bulb on it.
Yeah.
So just picture of a home pod and a bulb on top of the home pod. That's exactly what it looks like. So I was like, you know what? It's my birthday this Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead and cop these right now, sight unseen. Mind you, I was actually in there to get a bookshelf to start putting up my other Legos, but they ran out of the bookshelf that I'm looking for. Dang. So I was like, well, I don't want this to be a waste of a trip. So you know what? Bump it. I'm about to blow about $400 on these lamps. Yeah. So I go to the dude. I'm like, hey, bro, like, you know, where are they at? He was like, oh, you got to put a ticket in. They ring you up and you'll go to the pickup place and you'll check up. You'll pull them out. I was like, hey, just out of curiosity, do these come with the light bulbs already in them, or do I have to buy the light bulbs on the side? He was like, no, bro, you're good. They come with the light bulbs. They're in the box. I was like, okay, cool. So I went to the lady to get the little thingy printout, and I asked her then too. I was like, hey, just out of curiosity, do they come with the bulbs in there? She says, yeah. I was like, bet, cool. Go to checkout. Mind you, the checkout line looked like Space Mountain, bro. It was hella long, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Like, stupid long. Mind you, I went on a Saturday afternoon. Probably not.
Oh, there you go, man.
Yeah. And then not to mention all the cash registers ain't open. So they open half the cash register. So it's just, I was in line. So people are looking at me stupid because I have nothing around. Like, I have nothing on me but this little piece of paper, this little ticket, and everyone's got these little big old Costco industrial shopping carts with all of their stuff ready to load up. Here I am with a stupid little golden ticket. And so I get all the way to the front. And so I have to pay for it at the cash register, then I have to go to another line to pick up my product. So the whole checkout process was probably about an hour long, which I wasn't even really tripping. Like, I wasn't hangry. I ate before. Like, so I'm good. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Whatever. No worries. Go to the checkout, to the second checkout line to pick up my speakers. Yeah. And I said, hey, does these come with light bulbs? She says, yes. I'm like, bet. That's 3 people that work at IKEA that say,
I have a feeling you didn't get light bulbs.
Yes, this is exactly what I'm harping. So I go to the house, ready to do the unboxing. I think I even text him like, bruh, look what I just got. And I'm sitting there pulling everything out of the box. I'm like, yo, where's the light bulb? And clearly on the box it says light bulb not included.
What?
Yes.
Wait, no, man. That's a ripoff, man. Light bulbs are always included.
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
So I had to go all the way. Actually, it wasn't a Saturday. It was a Friday. So I had to go all the way back to IKEA the very next day just to stand in. Well, I went there first when they opened just to get light bulbs, bro.
Why didn't you just go to like Target or something?
Because they're certain, like, they're IKEA specific only.
Are you serious?
Yes. So they have like
IKEA light bulbs?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. All bad. So needless to say, I spent 2 days in IKEA over these damn lamps that I had no business buying because I was supposed to go there looking for a bookshelf. But these things knock, bro. Like, they knock. So I was able to synchronize them so that the two speakers are basically a left speaker and the right speaker. So it basically makes the whole bedroom like a home theater. Well, not really. Well, I guess a home theater system if I did AirPlay on it. It's basically a home theater. So like, it knocks. Like, it's amazing. So it's a great consumer review, but bruh, if you spending $400 on some damn lamps, they better come with a freaking light bulb.
Gotta come with light bulbs.
Gotta, man. Right?
Even some cheap $40 lamps, they come with light bulbs.
Come on, man.
I mean, light bulbs don't even cost that much. They gotta come. Well, I don't know about IKEA light bulbs. I didn't know that was a thing.
They're like $5 for a light bulb.
I didn't know that was a thing, man.
Yes.
An IKEA specific light bulb.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it. Like, the screw of it's pretty different, but I should have known because I got 2 other in my other bedroom. I have 2 other like lamps in my bedroom, and they're IKEA specific light bulb or IKEA specific lamps. But I felt like those came with actual light bulbs, but I could be wrong.
They should, man. They
should
always, bro. They should.
$400, and you mean to tell me you can't put 2 funky ass light bulbs in them, bro?
Yeah.
Bruh. So that was one consumer review. So it's not a bad review. Like, I mean, once I was able to set it up and everything, like, I was like, oh, it's the best ever invention I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's kind of cool. You can AirPlay like a movie or something on the TV, and it'll play through there. Or even if you like Netflix it on your phone or something,
or on the iPad or something.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Like,
is it Bluetooth or how does it work? How's it connect?
So you basically have to download the app, and you basically register. There's 2 speakers, and then after that, you just register the 2 devices. But once when you register the devices, as long as you got AirPlay, I mean, but technically, I guess it's Bluetooth, but it's not really Bluetooth. Like you got to go through this whole regimen of setting it up and whatnot. But I mean, phenomenal. I mean, I would, outside of the light bulbs, I would give it probably an 8 out of 10 is my review. And the only reason I'm knocking it is because of the light bulbs. Like, I asked 3 people that freaking work there, and they all said yes.
They didn't know.
Come on, bro.
They didn't know, man. They didn't know.
So that was one. You got anything reviewed?
I mean, shoot, I've been buying all types of crap. Let's see.
You got a new watch, didn't you?
You put me on the spot. I mean, yeah, I got the Apple Watch right here.
Nice. You digging it?
Series 5. It was on sale, $100 off. So
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I got this band. It's a leather on the outside. Here, let me take it off real quick. Leather on the outside, and then it's like a silicone on the inside.
Oh, nice. Keep it nice and waterproof.
Yeah, exactly. And it's called like a hybrid band. So let's see. So I'm a crazy person, right? So I got this, and I'm also you seen my other watch that I don't have it on right now, but you've seen it, man. I have the box. This Garmin watch.
Yuck.
So yeah, I mean, this one was on sale for $329 because I got the 44 millimeter.
Yeah,
like before that, I had the 40, and big mistake getting the 40, man. Got to get the 44, man. And I'm feeling this face, man. This face is dope. I don't know why. I just want like a minimalistic face. This face is sick.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm like wearing this, and I'm wearing this one, testing it out. I actually went on a little walk because I can't run right now because I jacked my ankle up and it's still healing. But I went on a walk today, kind of comparing the two. Because here's the thing, man. That Garmin watch is like $130, right?
Yeah.
But it's from 2017, so it's a little older.
It's a little dated, yeah. Technology.
Yeah. So this one these retail $429.
Yeah.
On sale $329. Yeah. The battery, I hate the battery, but I mean, I've been.
What's your battery percentage at today, right now? Like
I've been using it all day. So hold on, let me see. So I actually wore it to bed. Well, so it was 100% when I went to bed. Woke up and it was like 94%, which I was really shocked by. Oh, that's good.
You went to sleep with it on?
Yeah, to track my sleep, I use Pillow app. But the new Watch OS is gonna have their own sleep tracking, which I'm actually very excited about because I need to work on my sleep.
Gotcha.
I need to work on my sleep.
I never wear my watch when I'm sleeping, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, man, how are you gonna last a day? So I woke up, it was 94. I just threw it on the charger. No, I didn't throw it on the charger. So I wore it all day, and right now it's 25%. So it's not. And here's the proof of it. It's not that bad because I actually went on
You did some walking and whatnot.
Yeah,
I woke up today.
Yeah, I woke up this morning at like 6 and went on the stationary bike for about 35 minutes. Went through work.
Yeah,
after work.
I get the updates whenever you're working out.
Yeah, I'm doing a competition with a friend, so I'm trying to get all my points so damn hard.
Gotcha.
So then after work, I went on a walk with my dog, and I'm very careful now with every single step I take.
I can only imagine.
So I walked about almost 1.7 miles or so. I'm not trying to overdo it right now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's about 35 minutes, so did all that. And so 25, I feel like that's pretty good. It's like the first day, it like drained so fast. I'm like, oh, hell no, this is horrible. But then today, I mean, it's starting to kind of, I think, it's good now. Like the burn-in process, maybe whatever it is good. And if it lasts me a day, I'm good. I'm good with that. And then but this one lasts. This watch lasts like, it says up to 7 days or something, but probably more like 5. But the thing is, the screen sucks. Like the screen is horrible. It's always on. But the Series 5 is always on too. But that watch.
Oh, you left yours? You did yours always on?
Oh, I always leave it always on, man.
I didn't. I turned mine off because I felt like that was killing my battery. So
I don't know if it really kills that much battery.
I felt like it was. They said it wasn't, but like I noticed a huge difference from when I changed that feature, and basically it's now like when I raise it, it only comes on like right now. Yeah. But if I turn it down, like you see, if it went off, I noticed a huge difference from when I first bought the watch compared to like when I actually had to go to the Apple store to have them show me how to do it, but it was like night and day, like. Because my previous Apple Watches I've had, probably by the end of the day, I was anywhere between like 35-40%. But like at the end of the day, when I had that always on feature, I felt like it was going down like below 20, and then you got to put it on power save mode. So after that, I mean, it's been perfectly fine. I had 0 issues with the battery life, but I don't go to sleep with my watch. But I heard that everyone actually does, and I'm like, now you're like the 5th person that tells me that they go to sleep with their watch on. So I'm like, maybe I need to do that and track my sleep. But
yeah, well, the new OS, they announced it. They're gonna actually have that feature finally. So what it's gonna do is it's automatically gonna make your phone like go on do not disturb, I believe. Do not disturb, um, low battery consumption. I assume like they're not gonna try to make the battery get killed overnight, because I mean the battery life is, it is what it is, a day or two at most.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Interesting.
this one's probably going back. I've been comparing them for I've been using this one for a while, and it's still within the return policy. And then I mean, granted, yeah, I gotta charge this every day, whatever, right? But it's just so beautiful, and it just feels more premium.
Yeah.
And it's an Apple Watch, man. It's just dope. Like, if I get a text, I don't gotta take my phone out. I just go hit the mic and respond, and it'll record my voice. Hit send, done.
Yeah.
I mean,
or
it's just
even scribble your reply back as well.
Scribble's fun too, but I just feel like it's easier for me to just like talk. So
yeah.
But it's just it's just a cool device. And actually, people always say, "Oh, Garmin's GPS is better. Garmin's heart rate tracking is better." Yeah. No, it's not. Trust me. Both of the devices you can connect a chest strap if you want better accuracy. But man, when you're lifting weights, this Garmin thing's a piece of crap. It's a piece of crap. This thing.
Right.
Dude,
it's a piece of shiitake mushroom.
It is, man. Because like, I'm working out, I'm breathing heavy. I'm like, I even did a YouTube video on it on a different Garmin device, a newer one, and it was doing having that problem too. I'm doing stuff that where my Apple Watch is saying, "Oh, your heart rate's like 135, 140." Garmin's showing 88. I'm like, what the bro? This is horrible. Like, so no, it's not a better heart rate monitor. The Apple Watch kills all the heart rate monitors in the industry right now. Like, I've used Fitbit, I've used Samsung, I've used Apple, I'll use them all, and Apple has the best algorithm. What it really is Apple's development team putting a specific algorithm. They have all these different sport features, right? So the wrist-based is hard to really monitor the heart rate constantly while you especially if you're doing stuff that makes the heart rate go up and down very frequently. So Apple has it down, like, the software, whatever it is, the firmware that they have in there. If you choose strength training and you're working out, like I compared it to the chest strap when I had it connected to the Garmin, right, like maybe a slight delay, but it hits it right on point. So anybody that says Garmin has a better fitness track, maybe it has better like running statistics, but I ain't running, man, and I know you ain't running because you told me you don't like running. So it's good for that,
bro. Like, I'm not running no more. Like, I ran enough when I was in the Army. I'm retired from running. Like, if you want to go see me walking, riding a bicycle, elliptical, swimming, like, I could find so many different ways of finding cardio. But running on the pavement, I've hung them
wear
up.
And tear.
I'm not doing it no more, bro. Like, I'll go on a walk. Like, I'll walk with you as much as you want me to. But I ain't running no damn where no more, bro. Hell no. It's just too much wear and tear on your knees and your ankles and stuff like that. And, I'm getting old. Like, damn, I'm sounding like an old man now. I'm getting older. Like, I'm trying to preserve my body as much as I can. And, people can run. Like, I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me. Like, I wasn't even a runner in the military.
Hey, man,
so,
with the skinny dude, like skinny people, like really lightweight people, man, running ain't nothing, right? But like, I noticed, at least for me, I go anywhere between 194 to 205 pounds, right? And when you're running on the pavement with that
hard.
weight, it's a lot of
force. PSI going down on your knees. And stuff like that.
So it's not that good. So for me, I'm like, I'm still doing a little bit of jogging, but I'm not doing heavy running, long distance running. Nah, man, it'll be a mile, 2 miles at most. That's it for me.
You're lucky to get that from me, bro.
Unless I get skinny and I do more. I don't know. See what's up.
Even if I got skinny, I don't think I would be running, to be honest with you, bro. Like, I found just working out in my pool just the last 3 weeks alone, I've just seen so much drastic changes in just the way my regimen is and just my daily routine. Like, I've gone back from, instead of eating 3 meals a day, just 2 heavy meals a day and just like kind of a couple of small snacks in between. And I'm not feeling any effects when I'm like tired. Like, I'm not feeling tired or anything like that. I feel a lot more vibrant. So just small cutbacks and things like that for me has just been able to help me out a lot. So like, I don't need to run. You know what I'm saying? I can find cardio in different areas. But before we go, there is one more review that we've been putting off for like 4 weeks.
Before you get to that, in my closing,
Yes.
Series 5 is an awesome watch. I don't know
Yes.
what Series 6 is going to look like, but all the rumors indicate that, I mean, there's going to be some changes, but it's mostly like
System
software
yes.
based.
Yeah.
They might have like SpO2 readings, which is like kind of can track for sleep apnea. It'll track you when you're sleeping, but a lot of devices already have that, and you know, it's not really known how efficient or how accurate that is anyway. So definitely a good buy. This a little late to the game, but hey, man, it was on sale, snatched it up, and hey, I can't complain.
Than never.
So to the finale. Here we go.
Yeah, so gosh, I feel like this is TMI, but you know,
no, you don't have to go into detail, like, because I'm just curious because various podcasts have this specific product
by the
as
UFC.
A sponsor. Yeah, the UFC is one.
San Francisco 49ers just announced today that they're being sponsored by them as well.
There you go.
I actually purchased a Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0.
And hey, disclosure, right? We're not sponsored by them
at all.
This review is 100% authentic, true, exactly how you feel. No, you don't need we don't need a demonstration, none of that.
No, we're definitely not going to do a demo. So, I mean, if you think of what Manscaped is, it's exactly what it is. It sounds what exactly it's for. So, it's actually to shave or, I would say, groom up your
man parts.
There you go. Yeah, so I ended up copying it. So I got like this bundle package where it came with like a toiletry bag, some drawers, some ball.
They give you underwear too?
Yeah, they gave me underwear. Some drawers, some ball deodorant, and something else. And they gave you the actual lawnmower. So I used it, and they give you some newspapers actually to kind of, clean after your follicles are falling down to the ground. Like you can do it right over this newspaper. Easy to clean up, crumple the newspaper up, throw it away. Yeah, that I mean, you're done. So I used it a couple of times. It's waterproof, so I actually like to use it in the shower because it just goes down the drain. It's easy to nothing to clean up. So my overall review, it's cool, like no problems. I'm just scared. There is a but. It is it's clippers. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's literally clippers.
Okay.
I'm scared to get a little too close with some clippers towards the boulders.
Yeah. I get you. This is why I was curious to get your thoughts because I have one of those. It's not Manscaped, but it's Is it Phillips or whatever? It's similar. It's like you can use in the shower and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that one, I'm scared as all hell to like get too close. So I was right. So I was curious to like, is Manscaped any different? It sounds like you're a little scared there too with it.
So I'm saying it's a great, like, as far as the top part and the crevices and things like that, like I'm cool, but as far as getting around the boulders, I'm not really trying to take that chance. So they say it's good. So I mean, I'm kind of, not to be TMI, I'd rather just go old school and just get a razor and just kind of.
Or this?
I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'd rather just get the razor.
Razor? Really? No, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather do that than use the clippers, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I ain't trying. I'm not taking no chances with. I mean, I'm not taking any chances. They say you're fine, you're good with it, but I don't know.
It's just still caveman style and be good with it.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
So, I mean, for the ladies, I'm pretty sure they'll appreciate you, utilizing it. But it's actually not a bad, like, it's not a bad. Nothing. So
it's not like a gimmick, because that's the thing.
It's not a gimmick at all. It's not gimmicky as well. Like it does what it's supposed to do. It has like a little LED light on it, so you can actually see what terrain you're hitting up. The battery life is supposed to last over an hour long on one charge. I mean, I don't know if
shouldn't take that long.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to run that thing for a whole hour to figure out if it's true or not. But I mean, overall, it's not a gimmick. It's literally like I would recommend it. It's just, if someone's like, what's your initial thoughts? Like, it's perfectly fine. I'm just not touching my boulders with it. Like, that's just my only concern about it. But other than that, I would buy it. And I mean, the thingy itself. So I got all of that. The little package, the initial package was like $89. So it came with the toiletry bag, the drawers, the deodorant, and something else, and the clippers. And it came. It was like $89. But I think the reason why I spent $89 on it is because of the package. But if you just want to get the clippers itself, it's like $60. So, and another addition,
20.
That
You said
part.
89 or 80?
I think it was like 89 or something like that. So
Yeah,
for
but you
another
get
like
you get ball deodorant.
some drawers, a
You get
toiletry
man.
bag.
What kind of boxer was it like? Was it like good material or was it just some
Yeah,
basic?
it's actually like almost like compression shorts. Like I would work out in them or go
Oh,
for a run for them. So it's no
okay. So it's
chafing,
probably
moisture wicking,
yeah.
kind of like not
Was
nylon,
it like
but
polyester or something
um,
or modal? Oh,
spandex.
spandex. Okay,
Yeah,
spandex. That's cool.
yeah. Very good quality. Like I mean, the accessories that come with it, top of the line. Like no complaints whatsoever. So I mean, you're getting a legit genuine leather toiletry bag. So if you need to you want to go traveling, you can take that with you. So I mean, it's not. I mean, for so an additional $30, you're getting bang for your buck. So I mean, if you're gonna spend, I mean, you could buy it at Target. You can buy the Manscaped at Target for $60. But I mean, if you're gonna
They
go
sell it at
online and
Target?
get the accessories, yeah, they do. They
Oh.
do. I didn't realize it. I
Oh, so
didn't
it's that legit. I didn't
realize it
know.
until the other day when I was at Target.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, they sell the 2.0. I got the 3.0.
Oh, well, yeah, you're more legit.
So
All right, all right.
but I mean, they're legit enough to be sold at Target.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
So,
man.
I'm not. So yeah, I would highly. There's not. We're not being paid by Manscaped by no
We
means.
should
We're
be.
not sponsored by them. We should be. Shout out to them. But I mean, it's a good product. Like I would use it. I mean, I probably use it maybe like once or twice a month. It's not something I need to hit up every day. I
Yeah,
mean, don't need to.
yeah.
If you're confident enough to use it on your face, I mean, I don't know if I would. Yeah,
Nah,
but
man. I'm not putting something on
nah,
my
I'm just
face
saying.
that I'm
But
putting on my balls and
yeah,
yeah,
boulders. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I feel you. So,
yeah.
but yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm cool with it. I would use it. I recommend it to you. So if you want to cop it, down, like
See,
take your time.
I got
They give
something. I got
they
something
give instructions on
similar.
what to do with it too. So they give
Yeah.
you like yeah. So when you first get signed up for it, they'll show you the instructions on how to use it and whatnot, which side to go and whatnot. So I mean, they try to give you instructions, but still, like I ain't got but two of them, and I'm just trying to keep both of them. So yeah.
Yeah. I
So
have one. I forgot what it's called. I'm trying to look it up. The one that I actually have. I think it's pretty similar to that. It's a body groom, Philips
that's
body
what I thought.
groom.
Okay.
And it's okay, but same thing. I'm like scared to use it in the boulder area. Everything else is fine too. But yeah, I was just curious too. It's just because I've heard so many good things about Manscaped. So
Yeah.
maybe eventually. But yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like we got any bad reviews, like no
Nah.
bad consumer reviews.
Nah.
So that's
Nah.
good.
Not
Yeah.
even, bro.
I can't think of any.
Mm-mm.
I mean, how much time we got? How much time are we in this thing?
You tell me.
Cause I
We
want to do
are.
a. I don't have the time, but I just want to do a quick little plug. Whoa, I'm blurry. Hold up.
Uh-huh.
My back. Why am I so blurry? There we go. All right.
You're good.
This thing, bro.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Man, I don't know how I got stuck buying this thing. I wasn't even in the market for a pair of speakers, man. Because I'm still using those. I don't know if you remember the Beats by Dr. Dre Beat Box,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
big ass box that's wired with, and it was like you had to plug in your old, the old iPhone with the huge dock,
Yeah.
the really wide dock. So I've been using that, but my homie asked me, hey, what speaker do you recommend? And I told him the JBL Charge 4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably what I recommend for the price point he was looking at. And then he did some research, found these on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They slap, man.
Yeah.
12-hour battery life, waterproof, $100.
Waterproof.
Waterproof. You can throw it in water, man. Put it in you can put it in your pool, bro. It's good.
You got it at Best Buy, you said?
I got it on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah. So
Send me the link to that, bro.
It slaps hard, man. It slaps hard.
Bluetooth capability?
It is. See? So I just turned it on.
Okay.
It's connected. Okay. And then it has volume up, volume down. And this is like the extra bass. If you want to turn the extra bass on. And there's an app, so you can actually choose how you want to EQ it, customize the EQ yourself. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, 12-hour battery. It came to me with like 70% charged.
That's not bad.
And I used it a lot, actually, because I leave it in the office room. So I'm just bumping it all day, and like I had it on the weekend, bumped it for a few hours, and finally had to charge it. Charged in like an hour or so, and
that's not bad at all.
Yeah, you're good to go. So waterproof, man. Like if you look on YouTube,
yeah,
people throwing it straight up in like a bowl of water,
mm-hmm.
and and it's hitting so hard. The base is hitting so hard, it's like making the water bubble. Like, but it still works. Wow. You take it out, dry it off, and you're good to go. So it's cool. Like when you're on the, if you're riding a bike, have it on deck or whatever.
Yeah, put it in your backpack or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Or
is it heavy?
Nah, it's not heavy. It's pretty light.
Okay.
Yeah, so. Yeah, that's a good buy, man. Like I'm one. People know me; they know I return a lot of stuff. And
you do be returning a whole bunch of stuff.
Hey, man,
bro.
hey. Yeah. This one is not a return. This one's a keeper. This one's a keeper.
You're like the king of returning things. Like I'm too lazy, so like if I'm like, so I'm like very methodical what I buy. Like I just sit there and like do a lot of my research on YouTube and check to see other stuff out before I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull the trigger. But you on the other hand just be flying off the handle and just be like, I bought it and be like, I'm taking this back.
Yeah, so, if I'm not satisfied 100%, man.
I need to do that more. You're probably getting your money back, and you're not, you can spend it on other stuff. So I need to be more like you. But I mean, there's a Best Buy literally the next exit over from my house now, and I literally live 2 minutes away from the freeway. So I mean, I have that a little bit more flexibility being able to return consumer stuff as well.
Yeah, Best Buy. I love Best Buy, and like if I ever buy stuff, like I'll buy on Amazon, but if I have the opportunity to buy it at Best Buy, I'm buying it at Best Buy because I want them to stay open. So
facts.
And it's tough right now.
City go out.
Yeah, good guys.
So, yeah, good. Oh wow, great.
Throwback. Yeah.
But anyway, you don't see no more fries. Fries.
Fries. There's still one out here.
There's still one out here as well. There's one out here right there off the strip.
There's not too many locations. It's just like they have like one in like a certain
Radio Shack.
Oh, Radio Shack, man. I didn't really like Radio Shack that much, but
they were turd burglars.
Yeah, the product's terrible, but it just sucks that all these electronic places are closed. So I got it. I love Best Buy. I keep it open. So. If I ever win the lotto, I'm going to retire from my job, and I'm going to work at Best Buy.
Part-time?
Part-time.
I'd do that. I'd work part-time. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. I'm not knocking that at all, bro. So, other than that, man, I think that's the end of our episode of the Lions Den podcast.
Season 2, episode, what was it? Episode
3. 3. Yeah, so we'll run this back. Hopefully next week we'll do a show in person, next to each other.
Yeah.
I think we can make it happen.
Shoot, that'd be dope.
I think we can make it happen. Like I'm almost positive we can make it happen.
Dude, I can figure out a way to do it. Like, I don't know. Like, if you would you come here, or would you want me to meet you where you at?
I mean, I can come to you. I'll be in Sac, but I mean, I can come to you.
Sac is close.
Yeah.
Literally can set up something outside.
Yeah.
I just put a fire pit out there. There's a fire pit out there.
Okay.
Put some lighting. Got the microphone. Connect to the laptop. Just get the good lighting. Man, it can be good.
I think we can go ahead and just make it official tissue that next week the Lions Den will be live and in person next to each other. Yeah, we can make it happen, bro. I'm down.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So comment, like, and subscribe us. Tell two, 3 people. Yeah. And we'll run this back next week in person.
But don't limit it to 3 of you. You can.
Yeah, share us. Yeah. So other than that, we'll catch y'all next week, man. Peace and love.
Peace.